So hello and welcome to Play Being, the home of insights into improving well-being through play and games. I'm Rob, and once again, today I am joined by Natalie.
Hey there.
And by Sarah.
Hello.
It's Mental Health Awareness Week this week in the UK, and we're playing a game every day until Friday. As we play, we chat through mental health matters in some structured sections. All three of us are mental health professionals, but this week we're powerful Planeswalkers playing Magic the Gathering, battling for supremacy. If you don't know how to play, check out our tutorial video released earlier in the week. So we're playing a kind of league format with 5 points for a win, 3 points for a second place, and 1 point for a dignified third. Currently, Natalie is leading the pack on 8 points, Sarah is on 7, and I am a very dignified third with 6. So today we're playing another round, and we've been able to add in cards from a themed booster pack. So themed boosters are 35 card packs in particular color combinations. So Sarah and I have added in ones from our dual color combination from the Ravnica release. I'm in the Gruul colors, red and green, and Sarah's in Simic green and blue, whereas Natalie has been adding in from a theme pack from Core 2021 in exclusively red to match her deck. So there's cards from across multiple sets now in our decks. Could be some surprises there. I don't know what to say about what I've added in for today. I've largely forgotten about it already, but I think some damage without having to declare an attack. I think that's a new feature of my deck.
I have some protection against flyers because flyers are the bane of my existence, and my previous decks had no protection, whereas now I do.
Good thinking. I haven't learned my lesson, and I've again gone for some big hitters. So let's see how that goes for me today. If
they can land their punches, this is going to be it's going to be monumental. So as ever, we're going to roll off to see who begins. 1 to 6 is my choice of who goes where. 7 to 12 will be Sarah, and 13 to 18 Natalie, with 19 and 20 being a re-roll. So let's see if I can win the roll for a third day in a row. It's 17, which is, who did I say that was? Natalie.
Yes.
So Natalie, the choice is yours as to the order in which we play. So it's up to you.
Sarah hasn't gone first yet, so I think Sarah should go first.
I mean, to be fair, nor have you, Natalie, in the actual games.
That is true. So I'm going to say Sarah first, then Rob, then me third.
Interesting strategy. I will see. We'll see how that pays off. So we're going to deal our hand of 7 cards.
3, 4, 5, 6. I hope I get better hands than last game.
I'm happy with this. Yeah, that will do.
That'll do, pig. That'll do. I am happy. I'm not changing it. I learnt my lesson. When I changed it, I just got mountains.
Yes, if anyone was wondering why there were few plays from Natalie in the last game, it was just the constant draw of mountains every single time.
That's all I had.
And nothing to spend them on.
No creatures.
Still didn't work out too bad for you though.
Yeah, because you guys were up against each other, so I just cried in the corner and just prayed I got a creature, but no, more mountains.
So how about you, Sarah? Is your hand acceptable?
Sure. Yeah, we'll go with it. It might be a little while, but it's okay.
So it's slow burning, but it's going to go off when it gets there.
Something like that, yeah.
We'll see. So it's your lead, Sarah, today.
It is, isn't it? So I need to draw.
Indeed.
Super. And then I am just going to play a land, and that is me done for this turn.
Yep, I'm going to draw. For once, I don't have a dual land. I should remember to play first time. So I'm just going to throw down Mountain and pass the go to you, Natalie.
Okay. Draw. And I am going to lay down a mountain and pass my turn.
Okay. Comes around quick when nobody's doing anything. So I'm going to draw. We'll play a land. I'm going to tap my lands, and bring out what seems to be my old faithful terrain elemental, which is creature, and it has 3/2. And for now, that's my turn.
As you say, it's developing into a signature play. I shall draw. I shall put down my other colour of mana, so my green mana. I'll tap both, and I'll play down this this beast. It's a leopard spotted Zhao, and it's a free one. But he's a little bit sick at the moment, so he's just going to sit there. Natalie.
Draw a card. I am going to play a land. And I am going to tap a land and summon my Lister Spit Gremlin.
Ah, the old friend.
Yeah, long time no see.
So correct me if I'm wrong, Natalie, but he's got an ability where you can pay a mana and tap him to deal 1 damage to each of us, is it? Or just to one of us?
No, to each opponent. However, I don't think I can do that with summoning sickness.
No, you can't this turn, but
we
can take one slowly pinging away 1 damage a turn. This
yeah. I missed my Blister Spit Gremlin. He's a cutie, so let's bring him back. And I pass my turn.
Okay, super. So we'll untap. We'll draw. Play a land. And then I think we're going to tap all these 3 and bring out. So this person. So what have we got here? We've got a creature, Imperial. Is it Imperial Voyager?
Sure.
And this wonderful creature has flying and trample, and whenever deals combat damage to a player, I get that many energy counters, and it is a 2/3.
Okie dokie.
And for now, that is my turn.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna untap my lands, and I'm gonna draw. But before I play, it is time for our study break with Ruxa, the patient professor. And for today's study break, we're following on from an earlier video where we looked at the fight, flight, and freeze response. And today we're looking at the small things that we can do in the moment to help us reduce our sense of anxiety, worry, or fear, and help us to be able to cope. The premise is that by distracting our brains with an activity or otherwise taking control of some of our body's responses to the false alarms that we talked about, we can reduce the discomfort and the anxiety that we feel in that situation. And these techniques can include breathing exercises or certain kind of mindfulness techniques, which we're going to come on to later on today. But for my turn right now, I am going to I'm going to play a forest, and I'm going to tap for a green and another one. And I'm going to play a sorcery where a target creature I control deals damage equal to its power to a target creature I don't control. So 3 damage to your monstrous bird, please, Sarah. Oh, you've gone quiet, Sarah. Hang on.
It's because I'm muted.
It's probably for the best.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it deals its damage without having to fight. So
yeah.
It does its damage equal to its power, which is 3.
Okay. So we're going to say goodbye to.
That was the hope.
That was a nasty flying trample creature. So
yeah, I was not keen on it. It needed to go. And what's the spec on your gremlin?
1/1. He's an equal creature.
You know what? I don't know why I'm asking. My creature's only got 1 toughness. It's not a good one for attacking where there's any kind of defense. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'll settle with just infuriating Sarah for now. I don't need to annoy everyone in one go.
Why would you hurt the blister stick gremlin? He is an equal creature. He is just an equal creature doing his thing.
Well, remember that I've spared him when it comes to it.
I mean, also a slightly bigger creature, but also just doing their thing.
Yeah, they're all just creatures hanging out. They're just doing that. You know, they're victims in all of this. Really, they're just doing our malevolent will.
Oh.
So anyway, no, I'm going to pass the go. Sorry, to where we get to Natalie. Yeah.
Okay, so untap and draw a card. I am going to play down a mountain, and I am going to I am going to tap all 3 of my cards, and I'm going to summon Chandra's Spitfire.
Ooh.
I have my own flying creature now. So yeah, it's flying. So yeah, and it's a 1/3. And I'm going to pass my turn.
Okay, thank you, Natalie. So we'll untap. We'll draw. We'll pop a land down, so my island, and we're going to just tap them all straight away. And I'm really happy to see this card again.
Ooh.
Although maybe I'm not. Maybe Rob will rob me of it.
Is it your whale?
It is my whale. It's my long-finned sky whale. So my long-finned sky whale has flying, but unfortunately can only block creatures with flying, but will hopefully serve me well. And that is a 4/3. And what do we have down? Rob, you've got your.
I've got a 3/1.
3/1. Okay. And Natalie?
I have a 1/1 and a 1/3.
Okay, I'm just going to end my turn there, I think. For now. Thank you.
Oh, it's my go. Yes. Okay. Right. So I'm going to untap and rationalize these lands a little bit, and then what am I going to do? I'm going to play down a dual land, tapped for now, and I'm going to tap for 3, and I'm going to cast Hardened Scale Armor onto my beast here. So it gives it +3, +3. making it into a 6/4 creature.
Is that an artifact?
It's an enchantment.
Okay.
So it sits there. So it will die with the creature, or it can be removed by other means. And he's all dressed up now, so it only makes sense to send him somewhere. So he's going to come at you today, Natalie. So it's like I say, it's a 6/4.
Ooh.
So you can just, he hasn't got trample, you can just throw someone under the bus.
No, I don't want to throw anyone under the bus, so I'll just take the 6/4. I'll take the 6.
There we go.
I'm not throwing any of my creatures under the bus.
Well, that's what makes you a kind and benevolent leader.
Yeah.
Whereas I'm just throwing creatures all over the place. There we go. And that is the end of my go. So it is to you, Natalie.
Okay. So on tap. Card. Okay, I am going to play a land, play more mountains. Oh, I am going to. Oh. Remind me what your 6 is. It 6/4? You said it was
6/4, yes.
Okay.
I'm not sure I like that line of questioning, but yeah, that's what it is.
And I am going to. Yeah, you know what? Tap 1, 2, 3. Play my instant Slaying Fire. So Slaying Fire deals 3 damage to any target, but it's adamant. So if I use at least 3 red mana to cast this spell, it deals 4 damage instead. So you're 6/4.
That's convenient, isn't it? Oh dear.
Oh.
I had a lot of game plan resting on that.
Well played. Well played.
And good use of a new mechanic. Was that one of your new cards you added in?
That was one of my new cards.
So,
and just because I'm going to be fair, I'm going to tap my land, return my Blister Stick Gremlin to my hand, and deal 1 damage to both you and Sarah.
Oh, well, there we go. So down to 19 for both of us.
I mean, I took a heavy whopping.
I can take that kind of fairness. I feel like that's okay.
Yeah.
It's very equitable.
I'm a fair, benevolent ruler.
Yeah. I'm all for players that want to annoy everyone equally. I think that's
exactly.
It's a very very level-handed approach. Yeah.
You'd fool me, Rob. Okay. Did you end your turn, Natalie? Sorry.
Oh, I should have declared an attack. Who? Oh well.
Well, that could all have been done on your first main phase. So it's potentially still your combat phase.
Because my Challenger Spitfire, whenever an opponent is dealt non-combat damage, so that would be my Slaying Fire, it gets +3/+0 until the end of its turn, so it becomes a +4/+3.
And did I take it from you? You were perhaps sending that to attack somebody.
Oh, yes, exactly. And Rob, am I right thinking you don't have any? Oh, what do you have on your field?
A bunch of tapped land. And that's it.
That's it. I'm going to declare an attack on you for 4 damage.
For 4, I will take 4 and go down to 15. There we go.
There we go. Now that's all fair.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, so I'm going to untap. I'm going to draw. I'm going to play land. Okay. So you're going to tap 3, 1. and I'm going to introduce another creature. So this is Guardian of the Great Conduit. This creature has reach, so can block some of those flying creatures. And as it kind of says, as long as I control and use a Planeswalker, Guardian of the Great Conduit gets +2/+0, and has vigilance.
So
right?
vigilance, for anyone that's not in, it's our first mention of vigilance. So vigilance is a feature of certain cards, which means it doesn't have to tap itself sideways to attack. So it could attack someone and still be ready for defense straight away. But that only happens when you've got your Planeswalker out. Is that right, Sarah?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. You should be on the lookout for that. Right. Okay. I sense there might be, but are we moving to attack?
We are, yes. And in the spirit of not so fairness, we're going to tap my lovely whale, and that is coming towards you, Rob.
Just remind me of its power.
4.
4. Whew. So that is down to 11 early doors there. Here we go.
And that's me done.
Right, so before I take my turn, we'd probably better move on to our practical research. And today we're thinking about some of the techniques that we could use when we're feeling very anxious or really feeling very worried to take our mind's attention off that and try and just bring down some of those physical sensations we talked about during our earlier video. And I'm going to throw out a couple of ideas here, which is firstly, it's the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 senses exercise, where we just look around us and we think, what are 5 things that I can see? What are 4 things that I could touch? And what might they feel like? And I'm going to assess whether that's correct. 3 things that I can hear. 2 things that I can smell. And 1 thing that I can taste. Maybe it's just my own mouth, or maybe it's something I ate earlier, or maybe that kind of, or maybe it's something that I'll spend some time thinking about a taste that I would like to be experiencing in that situation. So that's a really lovely one. Or similarly, if we're using our hand, we can think of categories of 5. I'm trying to name 5 or 10 things in a particular category. So it's like even really simple things that are red in the whole world. There's millions of them. To come up with 5 in the moment when you're actually feeling worried about something, it's quite difficult. You forget that post boxes exist and there's such a thing as a fire engine. It's really tough. So it actually occupies your mind and takes the focus off that worry that you're experiencing. And as we go around, we might share some others. But in the meantime, I need to do some game-saving play here. I'm very sad about the loss of my beast. That was going to get boosted, and it was going to be absolutely
It's a shame.
Devastating. I can see you're both upset about it.
Really upset about that.
I know. So I'm just going to tap 2, and I'm going to throw this cat onto the board, the cat beast onto the board. No special abilities, but it's a 4/4, and there he sits. I'm passing the go to you, Natalie.
Alrighty, so I'm going to untap everything and draw a card. So I guess for me, when I'm feeling anxious, you took the one I was thinking straight away with the 5 senses, because I find that's really grounding for because when I get anxious, my heart goes all over the place, and I find it's a good way to just calm myself down. Another one I do is I try to focus on my breathing, because my breathing sometimes just goes all over the place when I get quite worried about something. So way I do this is there are different ways. So I do something called square breathing. I will draw a square, physically draw a square, because I'm quite a visual person, and I will follow the square with my finger. So I'll breathe in for 4 seconds, following one side, hold my breath for 4 seconds, breathe out for 4 seconds, and then hold my breath for 4 seconds. Now, what I quite like about this is that not everyone's like me and will like square breathing. So I've had people who on their hand follow their hand, and they'll follow the shape of their fingers. So they'll breathe in and then breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. And sometimes people do this through just simple like meditation, I guess. I actually had one creative person tell me that they did something called pizza breathing. And it sounded amazing. So look, he imagined that he was holding a slice of pizza. And when he was breathing in, he was breathing in his favorite smell of pizza. Like for me, it would be chicken barbecue. So breathing in the chicken barbecue pizza. And then he breathed out and he was trying to cool the pizza down. And he just did that. So that's what I quite like about breathing, is that people have so many different variations, what suits them.
I love pizza breathing. I might try that one myself.
I know, pizza breathing. Honestly, this was mind blown. Just
and if you're interested, anchovy and pineapple, come at me. No.
Well, it's my turn, so I think that's going to put a target on your back.
Oh, I was worried about that.
So my turn. I am going to tap a land, and I'm going to cast Reckless Airstrike. Now, this is a sorcery card, so Reckless Airstrike deals 3 damage to a target creature with flying. Now, Sarah, you have a whale, don't you?
I do have a whale, yes.
So it's going to deal 3 damage to your whale.
So defense is 3.
So
but it's tapped. But is that right?
Yeah, it can deal damage to it even though it's tapped. So
yeah, that's right. So
yeah.
bye-bye.
My poor flying animal, a creature.
Suddenly the benevolent sort of red leader is now just killing whales.
Right?
See how they turn.
Not so fair.
I only see one flying creature in the sky, and that is my Spitfire.
I'm in no way complaining.
I told you I prepped myself for flyers. So after that, I am going to and anyway, because whenever an opponent deals non-combat damage, is dealt non-combat damage, my Challenger Spitfire gets +3, so that is now a 4/3 again. Oh wait,
yeah. No, that's right. Non-combat damage is what was dealt. Yeah.
Yep. And I am also going to tap another land and bring my adorable little Blister Spit gremlin back.
Oh, we've missed him.
Yeah, we have. And I am yeah, and I am going to declare an attack on. So, Rob, remind me what's on your field?
I've got a 4/4, but it's on the ground, and your Spitfire can fly, can it not?
It can fly. So, I'm going to attack you, Rob.
It's new. Its current attack is what for this
4,
turn?
So it's 4.
So 4. Okay, down to 7. Eek.
I'm gunning for second place. I think that's the best I can do right now.
I'm making up for my terrible game last time.
That is fair. That's fair.
So, any other plays this turn, Natalie?
I'm going to pass my turn.
And what's your life total? I can't quite make out your dice.
14.
14, 19, and 7. Okay.
So I think we need to go after Sarah now.
I mean, you've taken my 2 best creatures out. I think
I wouldn't stand for that.
Depends if my desire to win, Natalie, is bigger than my desire to win you.
So
Really.
playing for the 3 points.
Did you say that was your turn?
That's my turn, yeah.
Perfect, thank you. I guess I'm just going to build on a little bit of what you said, Natalie, which goes really well with it, about kind of strategies to, kind of help with those alarms and those kind of feelings in your body. So for me, I notice if I am anxious or if I'm really kind of stressed about something, my body feels quite tense. So what I find really good to do is if I can, maybe before I go to sleep or when I get home, kind of start to do some kind of good, nice and slow breathing, but then do something called progressive muscle relaxation, which is a bit of a mouthful. Whereas it's just basically you working through your body. You can work up or down, and you just tense different parts of your body for maybe 5-10 seconds, and once you've tensed it, you just kind of relax it, which is really good to do. You can do it everywhere, like I say, start with your shoulders and work down to your toes or vice versa. And what's really good as well is there's loads of scripts for this, there's loads of YouTube videos. If you just kind of pop in there progressive muscle relaxation, there's loads of different versions of it, similar to what you said as well, Natalie. Loads of different kind of animations for it if you're into something more creative. If you like to listen to somebody speak it to you whilst you just lay there, there's that. Or you can literally print something off and read it yourself. So that's a really good thing for me to kind of get my body back, kind of a nice reset. And talking of resets, did you see what I did there?
Oh, seamless.
Yeah.
Seamless.
I'd like to untap my whale, but unfortunately it's in the graveyard.
Yeah, someone killed it, didn't they?
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. There was just a reckless airstrike.
Okay. So okay. I think for now what we're going to do is tap
All of them.
Yeah.
My word.
Just remind me, do any of you have what have you got down?
I've just got a 4/4 cat beast.
And Natalie, what do you?
I've got 1/1. I can't block with my challenges because it's attacked.
Okay, so sorry about that. I just wanted to. So what I'm going to do is tap those, and we're going to bring out a creature called Hydra. I think also saw in the first game. So Bristling Hydra. When they enter the battlefield, gets 3 energy. So my first energy of the game. And if I pay 3 energy at any point, it puts a +1/1 counter. It also gains hex proof until end of turn. So with that, let's have a little look. What are we going to do?
So crucially, you could use that energy to give it hexproof after someone declares we can declare an instant spell, but in response you can give it hexproof. So
yes, absolutely.
That is a nifty little mechanic.
Yeah, definitely. So let's have a little look. What have we got? I'm sorry, Rob. I'm terrible memory. But remind me what you've got down.
It's a 4/4 cat beast.
Okay. So I think for now we're gonna just stay put, and that's it for my turn.
It's a fearsome cat beast. It's not to be sneezed at, unless you've got an allergy to cat beasts, of course. So I shall draw. And before I play, we'll actually jump straight ahead into our hatching plans section. So this is us thinking about what we can practically do. in response to the things that we've discussed today. And actually, a lot of the techniques we've described are really good. They're really effective. But if you try and use them for the first time when you're feeling worried or anxious, that's going to be incredibly difficult. Practice it beforehand. Find out one that you think, oh, that sounds like it could be good for me, and practice it beforehand so you're really used to it, so that when you need to use it, it'll be a lot easier. That's the practical tip, is try some out and practice them when you're feeling okay. So I'm going to play down a mountain, and with reckless abandon, I am going to tap 3 of my forests and play a sorcery, which I think we've had before. Confidence from Strength. Target creature gains +4/+4 and gains trample until end of turn. So I'm getting concerned about the fact that Sarah's life total hasn't shifted very much. So my cat is becoming an 8/8 with trample and coming at you. So again, you're muted
Sarah
while
muted with fear.
whilst you're sort of muttering unpleasantnesses at me.
Yeah, like you say, it's purposeful.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Very wise, very wise. We'll try and keep it PG. There we go.
Yeah.
So there we go. And I'm actually not going to do anything else with my turn, and I'm going to pass it to Natalie.
Okay, so I am going to untap and draw a card. And just building on what you were saying, Rob, I completely agree. It's all about practicing, because if you try any of these while you're feeling anxious or feeling low, it can be really difficult actually, and it might feel like it's not working. But if you practice it when you're feeling good, then you can keep practicing each day, and then it can become a habit. And I think that's the most, then it's almost when it becomes instinctual. So when you're feeling anxious, then you can habitually just do what makes you feel better. And actually, don't be afraid to try out different variations as well, because if one thing doesn't work for you, that just doesn't work for you. So try something different. Don't feel like you have to stick to, oh, I have to try breathing because everyone I know says breathing works. If it doesn't work, try the 5 senses, or try maybe the progressive muscle relaxation. So practice and try lots of different things as well. Don't stick to one if it doesn't work. So that being said, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do?
What is she gonna do?
I shudder to think.
Out of curiosity, Rob, what's your life on?
It's on 7. A healthy 7.
I am going to tap 2 and summon Heartfire Immolator.
Oh, they're back.
Yeah, they are back.
It didn't survive long last time. I think you sacrificed it almost immediately.
Yeah.
So, suddenly this all caring red leader thing is really the holes are starting to show in that.
Yeah. I am then going to tap another land and return my Blister Stick Gremlin. And I'm going to deal 1 damage to each of you guys.
That's a substantial 6 for me remaining.
And am I correct thinking that that's non-combat damage?
Indeed, yes, indeed
so
it is.
My Chandra's Spitfire becomes a +4/3, and my Heartfelt Immolator becomes a 1/1, no 3/3 even. So Sarah, remind me what's on your side of the field.
Good question.
I have 3/2. I have a 2/4 and a 4/3.
Okay. So a 2/4, a 4/3, and a 3. No, 2/4, 4/3, and 3/2.
Am I also right in thinking, Rob, because you are all-knowing expert, my Hydra, I'm able to pay 3 energy at any point, or only after an instant?
I believe you can spend energy at any point, as long as it doesn't involve. I don't know. I don't know what the end of that sentence was
Do
going
you
to be.
have anything with reach or flying, Sarah?
I do. I have a reach.
What's your reach one?
2/4.
2/4. Okay. Then I'm going to go for Rob.
Ah.
So yeah, that's 4 damage.
What are you sending at me? Sorry.
My Chandra Spitfire, so it's flying.
For 4.
So it's a 4/3.
So down to a robust 2 health. There we go. And a conspicuous lack of creatures.
There we go.
Right, and we will see how much Sarah is playing for second place, or how much she can see first within her grasp now. It's going to be. This is some very tentative plays, some important plays. We'll see.
Yeah, I mean, I think we know what's, we think we know what's happening.
I think third is all sewn up.
Okay. And just while it's stone tap, I completely agree with both of you about what you're saying about practicing. And you'd be surprised, how helpful these things are anyway, just in normal day-to-day life. Even if you just want to do a bit of deep breathing, or that progressive muscle relaxation, it's always helpful anywhere, really. So I'm going to draw, play a land. Okay, so we're going to tap these and these. And I'm going to introduce to you a new creature. It's a beast. So this beast has trample. When they enter the battlefield, I also gain 5 life. So I'm going to pop that back up to 15.
That is a key.
That's handy.
It is handy. It is handy. And that is a 5/4.
Lovely.
And so, Rob, you are on how many lives?
I'm on 2 life currently.
Okay. Okay. Then what I'm going to do, I am going to declare an attack with my elemental creature, which is a 3/2, and that's going to you, Rob.
Just nothing going anywhere else. Okay. I thought I might have put you off by stroking my mana, but that was just a decoy. I've got nothing. I've just got a couple of forests in the hand, so that's me gone.
Those all important points.
Well and truly. Yeah, well, pick up 1 point for a dignified finish. There we go.
What happens when you win last game?
I'm just forever middle of the road.
Well, we'll see, Sarah. Anything else to do in your turn?
Nope. I think we're good.
I think you are.
Okay. So my turn, right?
Indeed.
So untap everything. Line up my mountains. Cool. And I am going to tackle 4. And summon my Pyroceratops.
Ooh.
So my Pyroceratops has trample, and it's a 2/3. And that is going to end my turn.
And what's your life total at the moment, Natalie?
14.
14 and 15.
Second place still hoping. I mean,
I mean it seems realistic at this point, Sarah, to hope for second.
yeah.
I mean, you've got a pretty hefty defense. Like, you've got a pretty hefty attack, set like wall.
Thank you for being so supportive before you set me on fire.
You have to do something spectacular to come third at this point.
So I'll untap. Going to draw. And then what we're going to do, we are going to tap. And tap. And bring to the board creature, which is a frog lizard.
Oh, that sounds really cute.
Sounds cute.
I can't see the artwork clearly. I'm guessing it's not that cute.
I mean, I don't know if we can.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be worse.
Could be worse, yeah. So my frog lizard has trample. Not quite relevant, but when enters the battlefield, I may remove any number of +1/1 counters from amongst my creatures I control. And if I do, I put twice that many +1/1 counters onto my frog lizard, but not applicable right now. Okay, so let's have a look. So Natalie, what do you have down?
I have a 1/3, a 2/2, and a 2/3. One of them's flying.
One of them's flying. Okay. So I am going to put forward, or we're going to have my beast. So we're going to tap that, which is a 5/4. And we've got here, going to go for my elemental, which is a 3/2. So coming to you, Natalie.
So I am going to block your 3/2 with my 2/3, so they both go. And I am going to take the 5 damage.
So is that down to 9?
Yep, there's a little dot.
Yeah. It's quite small on my screen. I was trying to make it out. So there we go.
Yep, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay.
I get the feeling if Natalie can draw that 5th land, there's going to be some stuff kicking off.
Okay, so tap a land, summon my Blister Stit Gremlin.
It's not just the 1 ping damage; it's the non-combat trigger that it gives to the others, which is it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Some good synergy. I like it.
It is. Correct me. Can I summon and then return it in the same turn?
What do you have to do to return it? You have to tap it.
Tap land and return, yeah.
You froze a little bit there, Natalie, but if you have to...
Sorry, I have to tap land to return it. So can I, if I've got land to spare?
Do you need to tap the creature to return it?
It says 1.
And then does it have a little arrowy signal?
Yes.
So that means you need to tap, you need to pay a mana and tap the creature to return it. And as it's summoning sick, you can't tap it this turn. So
I see.
you'd have to,
No
you'd
worries.
have to wait until your next turn to return it to your hand.
That's okay, because I am then going to... What's on your side of the field?
So untapped, we have a 2/4, a 4/3, and a 3/3.
2/4, a 4/3, and a 3/3. Okay. And I'm going to pass my turn.
Okay. Okay. Get these untapped. Draw. Okay. So I'm bringing in a card that I already do have out as well. So this is the Guardian of the Great Conduit. So this has reach and it's 2/4. This one is the same as my other one. So if I have control of Nisa, Planeswalker, I get +2 +-, but obviously currently not out. So that's that. Okay. So I think for this one, we're going to go again with my beast. So beast has trample, and 5/4.
So I can't block against trample, can I?
So you can block, but any damage that is left over once it's dealt with your toughness of your creature gets dealt to your dice. So if the trample creature has 5 attack and you put something with 2 toughness, that creature will die, but only 3 damage will be carried over to your dice, for example.
Okay.
And let's just go for it. Why not?
I am going to tap thingy and cast do an instant of Infuriate on my Heartfire Immolator. So that target gets +3/+2. So it is now a 5/4 itself. So both are, I believe both our creatures go.
What was the attack on your creature?
So
Sarah?
it wasn't 2. Oh, yours is a 5/4, isn't it?
5/4.
So is there still 1 damage carried over to the dice? If yours was a 4, did yours become a 4 toughness?
Yeah, it did become a 4 toughness.
Yeah,
so there's still 1 damage to your dice to resolve. Down
and
to
and are you taking? Does that take me out? What was your?
Its attack becomes 5.
Yeah, so you're taking me out.
Ooh, there we go. So you managed to sneak 1 through, which could be very important.
It's my 8. There it is. Cool.
Okay. Yeah, for now that'll do.
Cool. Okay. So I am going to. I'm going to tap a land and cast Shock. That deals 2 damage to any target, so I'm going to target your life. That is non-combat damage. So Chandra now becomes +4, +4/3. I am then going to tap another land and return my Blister Spit Gremlin, dealing 1 damage to you. And because that's another non-combat damage, my 4/3 becomes 7/3.
Indeed it does.
I am then going to cast, I'm going to tap 2 land and cast Sure Strike. So target creature gets 3/0 and gains first strike until end of turn. So it deals damage before creatures without first strike. So it's now a 10/3.
But it doesn't have trample, does it, Natalie? At this point,
No.
It does. Okay.
Oh, I should have. It doesn't have trample. So those were waste of cards. Oh well.
Who knows? It depends what Sarah decides to do.
It's a 10. So it's a 10/3, and I'm going to attack you. It has flying.
So if you're attacking, you need to tap it, Natalie, just to.
Tap. There we go.
Sideways, there we go.
So I am going to block with my elemental creature, which has reach. It is only 2/4, so it will be destroyed. But also because you're flying, it manages to block you.
Okay.
But it doesn't deal lethal damage to. What was no? It doesn't deal lethal damage to the Spitfire, but it does stop the 10 damage. But
coming at me. Yeah.
One fewer card though. There we go.
So so you've got that tapped.
Oh gosh, shoot. Yep, that's my I can't do anything else. I completely forgot about trample, so I'm going to accept the blow.
Whatever it may be.
Whatever it may be.
Okay. And how many lives do you currently have, Natalie?
I have 8.
Ooh.
Okay. Okay, so we are.
What life are you on, by the way?
12, not loads. Okay, so we are. Okay. I'm going to tap this and this, and I'm going to bring back my good friend, my faithful servant, my long-finned sky whale, which is flying. It can only block creatures that fly, and that is a 4/3.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to tap all 3 and declare these 3 as an attack.
What's their total attack?
So 6, 9.
You take me out. You win.
There we go. Another turn could see that go a different way, perhaps.
Absolutely, yeah.
But well done. I enjoyed watching the end of that. That was very.
I completely forgot about the whole trample thing. So, and then I was like, I've declared my move, so I can't go. I can't back out. Well done. Well played.
Thank you. Well played to you too. I was hanging on, and I was so happy to see that whale cap come out, just in case it went another turn.
Just another, because things that would block things with flying, that was
my only chance.
You were then out of them.
Yeah.
So another kind of devastating 10 or more damage in the air could be devastating. So that just leaves us today with our closing statement. And our closing statement is just this: shift the focus. If you're preoccupied with worries or fears in a situation, shift your focus onto something else. It will help quieten down those alarm signals that we talked about earlier in a different video. So there we go. Shift the focus. Our closing statement for today. A points update for the week's league. Perhaps unsurprisingly, I'm still in last place, having come last in today's match with 7 points, but it's very close. The lead has been taken. Sarah now is in the lead with 12 points and Natalie with 11. So tomorrow's match is going to be very crucial, and it's actually for double points tomorrow. I didn't just make that up. That's what we were always planning to do. So it's 10 points for a win, 6 for second, and 2 for finishing. So it is theoretically possible I could tie for first. If I come first, Natalie comes second, and Sarah comes third, I can theoretically split the prize, but it would seem unlikely. But who knows? We will find out in our next video. If you've enjoyed this video, please do like it and share it. Tomorrow, we're going to be adding in from War of the Spark themed boosters. So we've not seen too much of our Planeswalkers so far, but each pack should have a couple of Planeswalkers in there, and who knows, we might see some other versions of our free headline Planeswalkers, Nissa, Chandra, and Zhang Yangu. We'll see you there for more Play Being. Until then, bye bye.
Doodaloo.
Bye.